sign off. That's what I could get from yesterday.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think I was able to get some part and not some part, but then yeah, thanks. Um, can I have next? Ooh, let me see. Let me go to this. Okay, let's have Peace Ekichi, right? Peace Ekichi.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, I just joined the class now. Like, I don't know the question you asked.
Okay, we are talking about your yesterday class and what you learned from the class and yeah, basically, I mean, that's it.
Okay. So what I learned from the class was understanding the Figma interface, the functions of the various tools, the interface, frames, how to do the prototyping, how to just how to use the basic elements on Figma. That's what I learned yesterday.
Okay. All right, thanks. Yeah, so today we continue from there. Though we ought to have moved to something else, but then we continue from that part. Right. So we'll continue from that part, then we'll move on and see to what length we can achieve all we have for today too, right? So first thing first is let me just go here. Let me just use this as example, right? So one thing about this whole story is that I would have loved that. Okay, all right, good. So today I've loved that we work on starting from sketching, right? But then I literally do not know how we do the sketching aspect that everybody will be able to cover up, like everybody will be able to see it, right? Because it's more about a physical kind of thing, right? But maybe let me just do this. Maybe it will work, maybe it will help. I don't know. But I know in your what's it called, design class, you would have done a lot about what's it let me see if I can rotate this. No. Let's see if I can rotate. So basically, like what you guys did in your what's it called, in your graphics class, I know you guys do something about ideation, if I'm not wrong. I think so, right? And then in that ideation, you do more like a brainstorming, a sketching aspect of it, especially when you are doing a brand identity, right? Which is quite important. I mean, very important. There's no way you want to miss that part because it's one of the most important parts in your design process, right? So the same also for sketching in product design, because you just want to, now the aspect of sketching, you just want to get a brief idea about what you want to do. So more like you want to try to imagine what you want to do, then get a brief idea about it, which is very, very important, right? But before you go on to sketching, there is the first aspect of whatsoever project you are working on after you are done with the first one we did the last week. And that aspect is called creating your mood board. Now, mood board is just a set of inspiration put together for a particular project, right? For example, now you see on this Figma page, you can just do like this, come here. This is layer, asset, and page 1. Then you can increase the page, then call this one mood board. Then this is page 1, this is mood board, right? Now, why are you creating another page for mood board? Because before you can sketch, we are humans, right? We need something in our head for us to be able to ideate. That's why even if you want to do brand identity design, because I do brand identity design too, right? A lot, right? So even if you want to do it, first of all thing is just that you want to get an idea, you want to be able to start your thought pattern, right? So you want to search about things, bring them together to be able to think that, okay, this is how people did this and different other things, right? For example, remember doing our research, okay, if you are working on maybe fintech, you want to check other fintechs, competitive analysis, right? Check other fintech and see what they are doing. The same thing with when you are going to the design full scale, you want to first get different idea about a particular project, right? So that at least you have something in your mind when you are sketching through. You cannot do things research of things that you have seen before. So it just when you are doing your graphic design, right? You want to, you call it, you want to get inspiration, right? So you go on maybe social media pages. Let's say for someone that likes which Instagram page is that, maybe GT Bank, I don't know, maybe GT Bank, or maybe any other this thing that you like. You just go there, try to look at their page and see all the designs, right? You are trying to get inspiration, trying to be inspired to design. So that's the same thing with mood board. So mood board help you to bring a whole lot of your thoughts together. Now, how do you create a mood board? That's what I want to show us first before we go to others, right? Now, how do you create a mood board, right? First is use a frame. Now, for frame, just put F is your frame, right? Now, guy, you come in. Yeah, thank you. So once you click F as your frame, you see different frames here. Now, you can create frame yourself without using all these templates, right? I'll just click on this and drag it, and you can have any frame that you want, then poof, it become a frame, right? So now frame is just like in your Photoshop or Illustrator, you remember that, or Canvas, you remember that you have what they call artboard, right? It's just a space of region where you want to put every other thing that you are working on, right? So that's the same thing with a frame. A frame is just that boundary, you are creating a boundary for your whole design work. So that boundary is just what we have as a frame, right? Good. So now we have this frame. If you want to create a mood board, this is how you start it. Correct. Yeah. So let's say what we want to work on is food delivery. A fully delivery work. Let's say food delivery. Right. So since you know it's food delivery we want to work on, so what you will do next is, let me just share. No. Yeah. Share. Where is Google? Let me share this. So you just come here. Then, so this is, don't mind me. Are we seeing this?
Yes.
Yes.
What are we saying?
Robots.
Robot. Okay, good. Something like that. This is my own Google page, like the same thing as Google.com. Anyways, you see that it's Google this thing, but then I have an add-on extension. So the extension is it's called Musli. So Musli is design inspiration for anybody, for creative general design inspiration. Just like we have Dribble, we have Behance, we have AWW. Yeah, go on. Oluwatosin Kolade.
This is a book. I did not get what you said. Like Behance. What's the name of that one? Just for.
You said?
What is the name? You said the name of the place. You said it's like Behance.
Musli.
By the Muslim.
Musli, like Muzli, Musli. Right, so it's called Musli. It's an extension, right? You can just do Musli .com. It's not Musli stock. I think Musli.com. If it's not Musli.com, no, it's not then. Let me just Musli. So okay, mus.ly. Okay, this is it. So you see it here and the lights, right? So, but that's design inspiration for designer, blah blah blah, right? What is doing this Zoom self, right? So now. So for me, I have I have added it as an extension to my Chrome. So whenever I come on Chrome, this is what I'll see directly. Whenever I create a new tab, this is what I see directly, right? So I can just search or Google or search on Musli, right? So we want to say, we said food delivery, right? So one thing we want to do, let's say we put this here, food delivery. Right, food delivery UI or something, right? So after setting it here, then you go next and do Pinterest. For me, Pinterest has always been the game. Like I go on Pinterest more than Dribble, right? So then we have Dribble. Then you go on Behance, maybe. It's not necessary though. Then let's say we go on awwawards.com. So let's stay on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's stay on this 5, right? There are more, right? I know you people know about Dribble already, most likely, right? So we have Dribble, we have Pinterest. Pinterest is an interesting web page to always check out. We have Behance.net and we have Awwards. Award is AWWWARDS. Right. So now for this Pinterest, you want to do the same thing that we did there, food delivery. Sorry. Before these people turn on. Okay, right. That reminds me, if you want to really improve your design skills, so to say, if you can try it, just commit a month to this place, a month to this this site, Pinterest, or commit a month to Behance or any of these inspirational sites. Just commit a month to them. Before you know it, it will change. I mean, your whole game, your own design structure will change. A lot will change because they have wonderful things that you cannot just imagine, right? So, but this is not what we want. So let's say UI, right? Now, since let's say what we want to work on is app, so you can just make it looking for idea that you say, no, I don't know, don't search for my pin. So let's say UI. So we have all these food delivery, food. So mm, mm, food delivery app, food. Let's check on this first. Dribble. And the tab can be very, very messy, very like it can go somehow. Let's do this again. Open a new tab. Let's do this. Open a new tab. This food delivery app. Open a new tab. But don't forget that you did your own research too, right? So you want to bring them together. First, you want to get an idea about what people are doing or what people have done so far, but you want to implement your own research to it. This one is just the mood. It's just like how you want to design a flyer, right? Maybe for an event, and then you begin to search for other event flyer or something, right? So what you are searching for is not as though you want to replicate them, it's just for you to get an idea so that you can use your own information and their own idea, bring them together, then do something nice, right? Like someone said, creativity is not something like your head, it's more about research being shown in another way. I mean, just a lot of things like that, right? So let's say you want to do open a new tab, then for now, try to avoid these guys. This pneumorphism, isn't pneumorphism self? It is not. This one just uses gradient, it is not. But try as much as possible for now to avoid gradient. Try to avoid gradient for now. It makes your work look, if you do not know how to use it accurately, it might make it look very, very poor, right? And it might even destroy the whole thing itself that you are trying to work on, right? So try to avoid it, right? So, I mean, because we are working on app, that's why I'm trying to see as many. Okay, this one is a web version. So this is web of the same thing. This is Foodie. I think this should be Behance also. Okay, this is Gomond. Let's see. This is UINet. We don't need UINet, so to say. Those guys will block us. All right, so let me say, at least for now, we are done with. Yeah, so where will I start from now? Let me start there. All right, so let's check this out. And see, begin to see if anything makes sense out of this that I want to use. Zoom, don't disturb me. Thank you. All right, so we begin to see if there's anything out of this that interests us. Okay. Shipping to home payments. So if you have anything, maybe you like this, also you can just save as, then show you JPEG, then save this into your file. Right, so this is saved. Then maybe you want to check other things out that these guys have done, which are, I mean, they are cool, Food Fair and anybody can tell me the problem with this thing? Maybe guess. I've not downloaded this before. No. It looks like the previous one that we downloaded. Here it is. So let me say, I'm going to save this so that I will not stay too much on them. Let me cancel this. I don't want to stay too much on each of them. Just to show us how. So this person is another one. So you want to do this and check through. Okay, this is nice. Yeah, this one have set meals, odd sales, popularity, order, all evaluate, refund, all refund, all evaluate, refund, nice. This one have, in this aspect, it shows the ingredient that was used for this kind of food, maybe, and it showed the time for delivery, it showed the rating, and it showed the calories, right? Maybe this is nice too. I want to save this for ideation, right? So let's say we don't want it again. We need this, maybe let's just do this. Interesting. Let's see if I can save this too. So, but because of time, I will not be able to go over everything. Right? So let me just view this of UI8 and see. Okay, so this one is of UI8. Let's see if they can allow us to save image. Yeah, sure. Save image. So, okay, great. Okay, good. Let's say we like this too. And just doing it roughly. Now, this can take a whole lot of time. It can take a lot of time for you to be able to. So this one did is on this way. This map view. Under filter. Let's download this. This is not totally bad. Save as image. We don't live here again. Wow. Okay, so for Figma, they have what we call community, Figma community. So sometimes some things are already in the Figma community that you don't need to start looking for. Sometimes some illustrations are already in the Figma community, so you just go to Figma community and download them. Right, so let's say this one we don't want. One. Do I need this? Do I need this? Let me see. Save as image. Yeah, so I will not leave here. Let me cancel the remaining one. Let me cancel it. Right. Let's see if you can get something on Behance. Let's say food delivery US. Can you get anything? Please give by 66,000. 7.1. Let's see this. Okay, good one. So our final project will be in this form. Are we together? Our final case study for what we are doing, this is how it will be. Something like this, though this one did not put his own research, right? But just for us to have a view. To be something like this. So this one have restaurant, a name restaurant. This is onboarding. You have home, favorite, shopping cart, and my profile. You have this one. Let's see if I can download this. Save as. Web app. Okay. So let's just keep this. Yeah, so let's check if there's any food delivery on our food. Let's see this. Let's go to the major site. No. Let's go back home. Send us back. Okay, so let's just stop with this. Okay, that's enough. Let's come here and then bring them in. So I just want to drag all of them. Download. Let me go to my Figma now so I can see. So this is it. So the first thing you want to do, you can do is create this, do file, do file and do place image. You can do that, or you can just go to your folder on your system, then attendance in 940. So you can just go to your folder, then click on one, all of them, and bring them in. And you want them to give you attendance in 940.
Please, can you do that again? I didn't see what you did.
You said?
How did you bring it in here? I didn't see what you did, please. Do that again.
Okay. Yes, we are still using Figma. This is Figma.
Yes, I know. Like, did you just click on Control-C and just pasted everything?
No. Okay. I said you can go to this, go to File, and go to Place Image. So once you click on Place Image, it will give you another folder. But most times, I'm kind of lazy, and the other one, this process kind of looks slow to me. So what I do is I go to my folder on my system, right? So then click on every image that I need on my system. For example, let me see if I can share this one. Is it doing right? See, good. Now you can see this, right?
Yes.
So I click on this, then click to the last one, then drag them from this place. See how I'm dragging it? Then place them inside my Figma like this. And poof, that's all. And drop it inside Figma. They will be inside like that. Let me see. You said?
Did you minimize two screens side by side?
On your dashboard.
You said what?
Did you minimize the Figma app and your download side by side? Did you minimize it?
Yes, I minimized it.
Then you're able to drag from one to another.
Yes, one on another. Or even you might decide not to minimize it. If you are using, let me see if this copy and paste will work then. Because I've not tried copy and paste because there's no reason for me to try it. Okay, copy and paste will work too, right? It worked, right? So you can stop share. Where am I sharing? This download now. Okay, good. You know, this is where we are download, right? This is download, right? So you can just this copy, select to the last one, then Control C. Once you copy it, come back to your Figma. Where's my Figma again? Let me delete all these ones. Right, come back to my Figma. I've copied it in my file. So come back to Figma and press Control V. And Figma will paste everything here. This is everything that I have so far. Right. So another cheat we do use is this. So if I have, is it too early to show you? It's not too early. Let me see. See, we have this. You all know I created this, right? And now I am duplicating it like this.
Yes.
Everybody, I mean, that's clear, right?
If it is not, size,
you said?
the board size they are using.
I did not hear that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
The box guide, this is not the frame.
The size of the box, right?
No, not the box, the frame. The frame
This
one.
frame,
Yes.
I just created the frame. Like, this is for mood board. I can create any frame that I want. You get, I just did F, then draw frame. I can make it small like this. I can make it big. I can make it, you can see this, right? Can you see this?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so I can make it long. I can make it like this. Any I want to do it. Why I did that? Because it's just mood board. It's just for your inspiration, right? It's not necessary for any other serious thing, so to say. Right? So you can do it anyhow you like, because it's for you personally. It's for majorly, right? So. Okay, so what I did was this. Let me delete and delete. Now, if you click on this first one, you can do Control D and drag it, and do Control D, and it will follow line suit, right? This is one step, and you can do Control D, bring it down, and do Control D to follow suit, right? Now, another one is you can just click on this first one. Let me delete it. Click on this first one, then hold Alt. There should be Figma should transcribe word here. So if you click on Alt on your keypad, ALT on your keypad, you see this double guide that is showing on my mouse, like showing that like a 2-pointer mouse. So then click. You know, we are still holding Alt. That's why I showed this one. I've not done anything. The only thing I'm holding is Alt. This is my other hand, and this one is holding Alt, right? So the next thing I want to do is now click and drag it by the side. Do the same. Click and drag. You duplicate. Click and drag. Duplicate. Click. See, Alt again. Click and drag. Click on this. Alt. Click and drag. Alt. Click and drag. Like, so you just, and you can do it and do Alt, click and drag. It will give you another one again. So you can have as many as possible. Like, yeah. Or press Control D. Control D is just, that is still in my hand. Nice. Yeah, you can press Control D, like, it's easy. Just do like the Control D, then drag it, Control D, then to follow suit. You can do this one to Control D, drag it down, then press Control D to follow suit. Welcome. Now, where is this one? Yeah, did we get that? Hello, did we get that?
Yes, indeed.
All right, so the next one I really want to move on to is this. Please, let's look at this, please. I selected this and I go from here, I say File, and I say something like Place Image. Right, let's say I copy all this. And, or let me go to download. Please, let's look at this together. How many shape is this? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, open. Please, let's look at this. I can now do this. This. Come together. Did you see that?
Please come again.
Okay. Now, if you have what do I call it? Maybe you have different shape. You have about 5 or 10 or whatever shape you have, right? And you don't want to start doing, click on this, go to file here, then do place image, then place it on this one. Then come here again, go to file, go to place image, then place that one again. You don't want to do that. So you want to put everything inside them, right? And you want to decide which one should go inside which one. So you click on everything, all the shape, all the boxes that you have, you click on them. After clicking on them, then you go to file. In this place, you see file, then go to place image. Then since your box is 8, you have to select 8 images that you want to build there. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are the 8 images you want. Then you click open. Now, after you've done that, you see all these things. You will wait till you see this thing that is showing plus and then image by the side. You can just go to place all. If you go to place all, you should just place them on each other on the Figma. So it will not place them inside this rectangle that you have created. So for you to have it inside that rectangle, you have to go there. You see that by the time I over this third rectangle, it's showing this. So I might decide that this is not where I want to place this first one. I want to place it here. So it's inside it. Now this is number 7. I might decide that this here I want to place this, then put it. Click. It's inside there. This number 6 might be here. Number 5 might be here. Number this can be here. This here, and this here. And do you get that?
Yes.
Okay, great. Good. It just like step by step. So let's rearrange our. So we can have our mood board to be in this form, or no mind. After I've done that, I want to delete it. So I want to create my mood board. Let's say they are scattered and these are too big. I want to reduce them. So you just come here, click on them. Then to have proportionality, right proportion. Once you are reducing anything, always press your shift. Once you are reducing anything, always press your shift so that it will not distort it. It's both in here in Figma and also in your Adobe softwares. Design generally, I think it works there. Right? And don't be afraid if you want to bring something in like this and you see what it did. It is showing a part, but it's not showing other part. It means that it has clipped it inside this frame. Inside this big frame, it has clipped it inside. But if you don't want to, just take it outside. That's one thing about Figma. If you come inside like this, you clip it inside this page, right? But if you don't want to, just take it outside. I know you don't. But actually, that's what we want in the reasons. So let me say I reduce this and this. Just do it anyhow you feel that is good by you. It doesn't have to follow a specific pattern. But I just wanted to align kind of thing. So you can. Okay, so as the mode. So it can be as more complicated than this, and then you can have it to be just this. I think that should be almost all. Let me just say we have just this. Okay, so good one. Now, why are we bringing this one? It's just to help you make decision. That's why you are trying to do all this one. Right, to help you make decision. What you see in A, you might not like it in B, right? Or you might see something in B that you like that A doesn't have. So at least it will help you to have different view about the same thing, right? So everybody will do their own design different ways. So for you, you'll be able to see what you like and what you don't like, that kind of thing. So it helps a lot. Where is this one I'm showing you? Nice. Sure. So then let's say we'll stop here. We don't want it to be too complicated, right? So then it can be more than this. Don't forget, this one is just full screen, and you need mood board at least to ideas that this is what you want to do specifically. Let me just call it here, mood board. So let me say I want to use, don't worry, you will not have, most likely you will not have my font, so it's fine. Yeah. Right, okay, good one. Let me quickly do this. Where do you guys download your font for your design work?
Google Font.
Google Font. For everybody, right? Juliet, how do you access Google Font?
I just go to the site basically and then search for the fonts I want. Or if I don't have a particular one in mind, I'll just look at the options that are there, then I download it.
Okay, good. Antonia, I think she wants to say something. Antonia. Okay, I think it's a mistake. Right. Okay, good. I mean, Google Form is awesome. Like it awesome because it helps in sense that there are some applications or other things that you want to do, but because it's Google Form, it's globally available for everybody, so people begin to see it. But if you want to do something that are different for you, like I think this sure should be in Google, right? I think so. Right. I think this should be also. Font.google.com. I think she should be sure. Oh, good. So she is there, right? So you can always use her. But most times, what I do is I just go to Google. For personal font, though, I just do fonts, then I do VK, then enter. Then I click on this first one, and it brings me to Island of Fonts. I mean, it's an island of fonts. Just once you click here, it's downloaded. You go here, once you click here, it's downloaded. If you like this, click here, it's downloaded. Not now, thank you. Come here, click here, it's downloaded, and the rest of the next. Right, or you can just stick with Google Fonts, JJ. Like, okay, let me go back with this place. And so let's just say mood board and DPD. And this to the 16. So that yeah. So do we get that? Everybody, do we get how we created this mood board analyze? Is it easy? Is this simple? Like, is it complicated? Is it blah blah blah? Esther, you want to say something?
Sorry,
Okay.
please, I didn't get.
Which part? Which one? Hello.
I didn't
Hello.
get the image aspect.
The image aspect.
As in bringing in the image.
Okay, okay.
I
Wait.
can see on the screen, all are in frame 1.
Okay, is it bringing them inside frame 1? Or bringing
Yes.
them into
They're already
Figma as a whole?
on the board.
I did not get that.
Sorry,
Are you?
I don't know, my network is breaking. Can
Yeah.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but is it like how we brought them inside this frame, or how we brought them into Figma?
No, I've already brought them into frame 1.
Into frame 1, yes, like this.
Yes.
Okay. You said you did not get, like, I did not understand that part. That's what I'm.
Okay. I've brought them in from my folder.
Okay.
Yes, but are they all entered frame 1? That's my challenge.
Okay. What you do is, if, for example, they are here, like, for example, let's say they are outside frame 1 like this. You know, this is frame 1.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can come to this layer panel. You see this, your layer panel here.
Okay.
Then click on this and press Shift. Then click on the last one. You'll be able to click on everything.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right. Now, it's two
Alright.
ways. You can either do them by this layer, just drag them and put them under this frame 1 here.
Okay.
And once you release them, they are already in frame 1. But they will not show because they are outside the boundary of frame 1. Until you drag them like this and bring them here until they show. I don't know if you get that.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so that's the first one. Why the second one is you can just drag them inside frame 1. They will stay in frame 1.
Okay.
Whether you drag them from this layer or not, once you drag something inside the frame you want to attract it, like, come here, my man. You get that kind of thing, come here. That's what the frame you try to do. But if you don't want the frame, you just, hey, Mr. Man, leave me alone, and drag it outside the boundary of that frame. I don't know if you get me.
Yes, I do. Thank you. I'll try it now.
All right, good.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Amuiwa,
Yeah, boss.
please, I want to ask you concerning that mood board. If you want
Okay.
to create that mood board, are we going to click on that plus sign or what?
Okay,
Beside
this
that,
place, ba.
yes.
Yeah, what I did was, for Figma, you know, this is our original page.
Yes.
This is our major page. But I don't want to create my mood board on this page again. So I came to mood, just plus, you know, it said
Okay.
page 3. You can name it. Let's say high fidelity or something.
Okay.
You can just name it what you want. Then once you
Okay.
name it, you start whatever you want on it. So it's just like a new page in a old folder.
Okay.
in the old document, a new page. So now just, but
Okay.
you just only think that you can create for, you are using free version.
Yes.
You can only create 3 pages for it.
Okay. Thanks.
Mr. Mewa, can I quickly ask a question?
Yeah, please, sure.
Okay, this mood board. Okay, now does it mean you will just go to this site and randomly get the images that are related to what, like this seem to be, this is for food. You just get random images of different designs and paste.
Okay, more like you want to get different design or UI or interface that people have done already. Okay, for example, you want to do your logo design. Let me see if I have something I can show. I think I should have something somewhere. I'm coming. I really want to show you something. Let me see if this will work. Oh, it's not here. A minute, please. Let me see. PDF. Where will I put PDF? Okay. I want to show you something that is with. Okay, my AI is on. My Illustrator is coming up soon. So once it's up, I'll show you what I'm trying to say. But in the meantime, let's see. I should move. Okay, what is it? All right, let's just see if that comes up as soon as possible. Right. So what you just want to do is you want to have search about what people have done so far pertaining to the images. They are online. We call them, they are just design inspiration. They're online already. So you want to go online, try to see what different persons have done, and then try to look into what interests you in those things. Right, for everything. Okay, let me use this as an example and show you what interests me for bringing everything in. Right, so for this one, right, what interests me was the way they arrange these things. You see, history order, upcoming, newest order, right? Normally it should be history order. How this one is like this should not be how it is. It should be another page. I mean, another navigation bar underneath that will show, okay, this is history and newest order or something like that. Something like this. This is how it should be. But they created another thing entirely for it. Though it might not make sense, but at least I think, oh, I like this. It's more like creative or new thing, right? And another consideration was how this one was arranged. Today's option, all this thing, pizza, fast food, green. So you can just swipe and like this and keep going, right? Another one was this search button. I like the search button. They did not give us the consideration that after you inputted the information, if you press your, sometimes in your keypad, there is this last one that if you click on it, it will send it, right? But this one assumes that it might not be there, and they give you the option to send after you've inputted your value. So various kind of thing. Let me see this other one. This other one was, I mean, it's not bad. It looked beautiful kind of thing. right? And one thing I like about it is this navigation. I like this navigation a lot. Right? I like how the shape is not just anyhow. The shape of this navigation are beautiful. Like they are cool, right? It makes this coffee nature of the thing. So I like this, right? So that's why I went for this. You cannot see anything. Hey, just what am I sharing?
We can
Sorry.
see it, or we can see
You
it.
can see it though.
You can see it, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's his network. We can see it.
Okay. Let's see.
We can see it. We can see it.
I want to say, what am I showing on this one? Right now, for this, the shadow is poor. I mean, I do not like the shadow, but the arrangement is cool. This shadow is poor, but the arrangement is cool, right? And another thing for this is only if they want to state that, one thing is if the thing you are building is for people that are using it, it's not like you are the restaurant, you are not the restaurant. So other restaurants should be able to upload their food. So if they are going to upload their food, this way that this thing was done cannot work. Because you have different view. You see that this one looks as if they use the same plate to serve all the food, right? Like, more like they use the same plate to serve all the food, right? So, but for the person that is owning a restaurant, they cannot use this thing. So the shape like this cannot work, but it is fine, like it is cool, right? So you just want to know that. Then this doesn't work for me, so I do not like it. I like this navigation, it works fine. So you can have navigation or you have image. This one puts image at this edge, right? Why this? It puts navigation at this edge. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Who asked the question again? Yes.
Yeah, I was the person that asked the question. What I was asking
Okay,
was,
sorry.
if you just have to get a random, like you just get random apps or images and share as your mood board. When we did design, it was our own work. Like the portfolio were shown for mood for the mood this thing
Mood board.
was our own work that we used. Like we just shared colors that we're using your work, different shade of it. So, but this one seemed to be other than as in random people's work or something that was brought here. That's what I was asking. Do you just copy random works and share as your mood board?
Okay. Let me do this so that I actually do not want to go against what you said. What am I saying? Yes, Juliet, go on.
Sorry, I just wanted to clear Doris up because she's confusing what we did. The mood board we did in class, what you're talking about is basically the brand guideline or portfolio that we did. That was where we shared our own work. But for mood board, that was when Francis was on Behance or Dribbble, getting inspirations for different ideas. Then he pasted it in the the guideline he was designing for exploration. So mood board is not your own work. It's other people's work that you get inspiration from. And Francis did that. That's what he taught us.
Okay.
So okay. Akim, go ahead. You want to say something?
What I wanted to say is what the last person just said. I wanted to say that the mood board is a collection of how you got your inspiration of how you came about what you're about to design, or how you draw inspiration from people, other people's work. So that was what she just explained. That's all. I'm not saying anything different from what she said.
Okay, awesome. Because I'm trying to look how I will justify both ends, right? Because of course I know mood board is not someone is something. This actually does stress me. I know. So for mood board, it's not like, because how will you do it? How will you create something of yourself, right? For a new project you are just working on, it's something that you've not even touched, right? Something you've not done anything about, so it cannot work. So mood board is basically other people inspiration, where you got your different inspiration from for a particular project, right? Trying to see if I can get this. Hope I've not deleted all this file. Hey. So this is one that I can't find all this file. Wow. All right, it's fine. Let me just close this. Okay, so all right, so guys, let's just continue on that aspect. So that's just that for your mood board, right? So, and interestingly, it's something that is you have to keep doing until the end of your project. Actually, it's just like ideation. You cannot end it. You can just get to a point and feel like, let me start. This is enough. Yeah, let me start and have something to start with. So, right. So after doing this mood board, then the next thing you want to do is your sketch, right? You want to try to sketch something out from what you've seen from other persons. You want to sketch it. Oh, okay. Thank you. So different thing, right? I want to see. Okay, this one, there is no need for this. All right, so that aside, let's continue. So after that, before I move on, we all get the whole concept of this mood board, I believe. Right. Before I move on, then after creating this mood board, the next thing you want to do is you want to try to bring out a sketch randomly. It doesn't necessarily have to make sense, right? No, it has to make sense actually, but it doesn't have to be complicated. That's what I wanted to say, right? It's just something small, something simple. Or if you are someone that doesn't like to sketch on paper, right, you can just come and start immediately, right, with your more like a wireframe, right? Now, for some persons, they don't create wireframe again. Wireframe and low fidelity are almost like the same thing, right? There's no huge differences between them, or they are the same themselves, right? Because once you have your sketch, you can go to your low mid fidelity, or once you have your low fidelity, then you can move to mid fidelity, right? So all of them doesn't have to be complicated, so to say, right? So then let's start. Let's say F from 1, F. So once you click on F, this is desktop. You want phone, then you can use any of these. It does not necessarily have to be the latest one. Some person like to use latest one, right? So you can use 8, you can use 11, you can use 13 mini, anyone that you feel that is good. And not just anyone. Actually, if you're working on a project, depends on what you are developing for. Right? Some persons first they develop for Android and then they do iOS. So maybe you want to start with Android. I've worked on a project that I did with iOS, like iPhone, and at the end it wasn't. Who is that one? Right. So at the end, it wasn't too cool. Why I say it wasn't too cool is what do I mean that it wasn't too cool? At the end, I have to do Android for some screens because you know iOS is big and Android we have some small Android, like they are small, right? And if you are building for people that uses different phones, you might want to consider those small guys too, right? Yeah, that's that. So I want to talk about style guide, which is very important in what you want to do. But before then, let's say we use iPhone 13. Let me delete this sketch. iPhone 13. All right. So this guy is long. That is long. All right, no problem. So first, we have what we call layout grid in Figma. There is layout grid, and layout grid helps you to align your project or every content in a frame. They allow you to put every content in a frame to be aligned appropriately, right? So it allows you to align all your content on the frame appropriately, right? Either a phone or desktop. Let me use a desktop view. Either a phone or a desktop, right? Every site that you see have a layout grid. They have what we call layout grid. Every site that you're seeing have their own, have their own layout grid, right? So how do you create it? Come here, click on plus, and then you see something like this, then change it from grid to column, right? Now, you don't want any of your information on your phone to be at the edge. You don't want any of them to be at the edge. You want them to be compressed to the middle, to be in the middle, so to say. So you want to ensure that there is a margin at the edge. So for you to create margin at the edge, you can go with 5 column. You can go with 4 column, you can go with 5 column. Different people advise different things anyway. So let's say 8, or let's say 16. I think 16 is cool. Then stretch and 16. Then you see this stretch. So even if I try to adjust it, it will adjust accordingly and we keep that margin. If I adjust the frame, it will adjust accordingly and keep that margin. But that's not what we want to do, because the margin of a phone cannot be the same as the margin of the desktop. Right? You see your information on when you are browsing various sites. Let's say, for example, let me use Apple as an example, apple.com, and see if I can make a screenshot. Apple said their wallet is too much. I don't know what it's doing there. So let me say Alt G, Windows G rather. Let me screenshot this and bring it in. Let me bring it into our Figma file. I just want to show us something. All right, great. So this is let me reduce it. This is apple.com, right? Now, if you look at their own margin, let's see their margin. The margin for them is their website started from this, but there is enough negative space in here so that every user will be able to focus on what is important. That's the mid one. So they have enough negative space in that. If you come to their site, you are seeing what they want you to see. Hello, guy, iPhone 13 Pro. Oh, sorry. Oh, so Pro. So iPhone 13 Pro is here, and then this is it. So learn more, buy. The action that they want you to do immediately, learn more and buy. So this is a typical one. So let's now try to see what margin that they use. So you can come here, not you, desktop one. Come to layout grid and change this to from grid to column. Then let me put it, I think, let's say about 120. Yeah, not 120. I think Airbnb used 120. Let me screenshot Airbnb and bring it. I just wanted to see various grid system, Airbnb. So this is Airbnb. Windows G. Which other one? Let me see. This airline, Virgin Airline, Virgin Atlantic. Let's see what they use. Okay, awesome. On Lagos on Chi. All right, good. So let me bring this one inside Figma for us to see different company with different grid system, different grid layout. Sorry. Let me put this one down here. So I try to screenshot them so that we can have them here. Let me bring this one in and reduce it to fit in. Let me bring this one in. And reduce it to suit in this. All right, good. So now let's look at all this one together. This is the first one for apple.com, right? So we want to start with this edge. This is their own major edge. So let's say their own is about, let me use 360 and see. So it's too much. Let's change this one to 12 and use 300, no, 260, no, 240, no, 250. What? Why will you use 250? Let's say they use 250. Right. So let's come to this. This is Virgin Airline. So let's see what Virgin Airline used. Let me change it to 12 or 8. 8 should be cool. Right. Virgin Airline, 200, no, 180, something like that. Let's see Airbnb. Let me change this column to white. Increase it and see. So for Airbnb, let's see, the count is 8. I think 100. No, I think 80 then. Yes. But this extends beyond this, so yes, 80. And mistake of mine. So All right, so that's by the side anyway. So what I'm just trying to bring out is that every company or everybody know how they introduce negative spacing, but the grid system is very important because it helps them to align all their works. Even at the end, if you try to look at the output side from the beginning to the end, you see that they are aligned along the way. So what people begin to use is the grid system to ensure that they have the same or similar, as the case may be, right? The same alignment. Nothing is like different from each other, right? Even if these ones, for example, let me say, you see that this aligns with this, aligns with others. This one wants to become one or something. Okay, it aligns, yeah, it aligns. So like this, it aligns with each other, then it continues like that. And for this other one, there's another thing that aligns with this one too. This other one that is here, that aligns, this Lagos to, there are other values down that align with it like that. So they just want to ensure that every single thing aligns. It's not disorder. You don't try to, for someone that is designing new, then you do your own design this way. Sorry, shape. So your own now become this, then this one now comes like this. This one comes here, then this one goes here, and the lines. Though some people used to use creativity, they say it's creativity and the like. Yeah, it's good, but then sometimes I confuse, especially when you are bidding for a lot of person, you don't want to put the cost of letting them to be saying that this is creative, this is creative. Most of the, even Aldi that I know, their website is simple. Apple could have done a complicated website. I mean, it could have been lovely. I mean, Apple is Baba, but then they just wanted something simple that every user that come and make sales on it. Amazon up to now, they've not changed many things in their e-commerce website because it's not necessary to be changed up and down because of they want it to be beautiful. So, right. So grid system is one of the most important elements in design as a whole. Grid system is one of the most important elements in design as a whole because, like I said, it helps you to create a lot of negative spacing, a lot, depending on how you begin to use your own. So you can try to see other, what's it called? Other application of it, right? So let's just continue with this. All right, so once we already have this grid, we want to start with this. And one thing I want to say, if you need anything, maybe icon shape, this is example of the icon that you can be using. These are icons. They're already here. Right. And another one is if you are here, you can go to plugins, then you see a lot of icons, feather icons, Iconify, and the likes. But some people you might not see. So what you do is right click. Once you right click, go to plugin, then come to manage plugin or browse plugin, depending, browse plugin in community. Then it will bring you to the community here. So now that you're in the community, you can just click icons and press enter. So it will show you different icons. You can either save them as plugin or open them as file. This one that I have here at this top, Great. So this one that I have at this top, this iconic I say iconic Kulikons, right? It's kind of like this. I only duplicated someone's icon, someone folder, right? Because a community is where people share whatsoever they want. They share it on the community so that every other person can begin to use it, right? So it's free and it doesn't have any crazy payback. Right, so anybody can use it anyway. Right? So if you want to do for plugin, right? If what you want to do is a plugin, you can just come here and click on plugin. Then you have them here. Ant icon, you can just do install. Different kind of icon. You can just install them. This is icons 8 is already installed in my own. This is streamline icons, illustration, and emoji. It's already installed in my own. Like, you can just install whatsoever it is that you like and the like. So, and if it's file, this is the first one that I talked about. Just click on it. Let me use another one as an example. Let me click on this mono icons, right? I like it. Not fine. Let me show how I use it like that. So just click on duplicate. Click on duplicate. Then it will open the folder for you to use. So once you click on duplicate, it will be opening the folder in your own tab. It will open the folder for you here. Then yeah, so this is, you show this one first, then come here to icons. So you begin to see different, it's not that much safe. This one has made it too, but it's okay, at least you can manage it. Right, so let me go back to this one. So what we want to do first, let me check the mood board again and get a little inspiration. Right, so I want to do the fastest food in delivery food. The fastest in delivery food. How does it make sense? Well, yeah. Yes. So don't mind me, I did not work on delivery, so I don't know how it works. But let's just do something. Let me say the first name that I'm saying here is Antonia. Let me just put her name and say see Antonia. Antonia. I can say welcome. Maybe. So let's say we want to have it here. Then we want to have, I'm just doing it randomly. Now I can begin to create style, more like a style guide of my font starting from this place. Please, let's look at this one. I don't know if she talked about this, so let me just talk about it. Now, this is, once you click on your font, you have the region here. Any sorry, any shape you click on, there will be reflection of that shape in this panel. If I click on this, you see that it changes. If I click on it, it will change to its own distance. So this is where I can change color to different that I want, right? What else? Yeah, I can add stroke. Hey, Jesus is Lord. I don't understand the Greek system at all. And you've allowed us to. Okay, what exactly? Or let me come back like like Is it you don't understand everything? Let me get our gist. Everybody, you don't understand the grid system or the grid layout, not the system, it's a grid layout. Okay, what are the uses of the grid? Okay, now it helps you to align your whole project. Let me give you something about that. A minute, please. Let me just do this. Control C. Let me just go back here. Control Z. All right, so what the grid helps you to do is it helps you to work with an aligned, is the aligned pattern, will I call it now, right? What happens is that you want to, after you've created a frame, you want to ensure that you have negative spacing to what you are working on. So to have that negative spacing, you don't just want to put any shape anyhow. So the grid system makes you to know that, okay, for every element that you are going to use, you want to align them according to a particular pattern, right? So for example, look at this. This cannot go beyond this, right? Because I have defined the grid to stay here, right? I have defined the grid that this is, who is talking again? Let me do it. I think let me move to this person. Thank you. All right. So how else can I just say this? Okay, you remember your ruler, right? In your design class, your ruler and your grid, right? Your ruler majorly, right? So it helps you to create a kind of alignment to the framework or to the artboard. For example, if I have this, after having this, let's say all my content in the middle here, I don't want them to start from this edge. I want them to start from this form, right? So if I want them to start from this form, I will need to add, it's not necessary, but it's important, right? It makes it look professional, right? Yeah, it makes it look professional. Let me just do 24. 42. Right. Let me change this color to, yeah, right. And move this. Six, 44, 48. So, like I was saying, right? How else can I explain this again? Okay, basically what
sorry, sir, let me just ask. What I don't understand exactly is if you set the grid manually, that margin, I'm confused. Is it already predefined on Figma that will be the length of the margin, or did you manually construct it? I don't know.
Which part? Sorry, I did not get that. I did not get what you said now. Okay,
I said for this grid, did you manually set those white spaces in between the pink one, or is it already a predefined Figma margin or something?
No, it's there. Like you can set it. You see, like you can set it in this gutter side to how you want it. So, but basically, Figma will put it at 20. So you can either increase it or reduce it to have the accurate spacing. Right. So, but this part, right, it's useful more when you are dealing with it's useful more when you are dealing with web than I mean this between them web than when you are dealing with mobile. Though there can be calculation for it, but then it's just because this is no, don't let me go to the others one. Let me just use mouth to say it, right? So basically you can reduce or increase it. So you can come here, increase or reduce it. This is gutter, the spacing between this white spacing. Then this edge, which is the margin, this is it. So margin, let's say 20 or so. This is margin and this is gutter. I don't know if my English is correct enough.
Right on, sir. Right on, right on.
Are you the one driving the car? Let people let them ask a question.
Make it easy.
Is that?
So I understand the use of the margins now. Maybe as you go on, I'll understand the use of the gutters. Maybe.
Okay. The gutter bar is useful and it's tough again. Right? Let me just put it that way. It's easy and tough. Both sides. That's for the gutter. Because let me see if I try to do this. If I try to bring a shape, let's just create this. Wow. So, right. So for here, I used the gutter here to create spacing for them. Right. Already, I know the spacing between them like this is 20 because the spacing between these two things is 20. So then the distance between them here is 20. So they will align automatically. Right. Now imagine that I now change this one from 5 to 8. 5 to 8, right? So if I want to maintain that this gutter here to be 20, so all I just need to do, change this, come here, and duplicate it. Come here, duplicate it. So they align. So I know the spacing between them is 20. So I can reduce the spacing between them, or it's just for you to create balance across screen. Anyways, in your just for you. You said? Tosin, you said? Maybe you want to type it or something. Hey, Rosemary, be good. Or maybe I'll
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, good. That's nice. Then. So you said welcome, Antonio, right? Okay, I wanted to say something. There is one thing we used to do is a predefined font kind of thing, right? We know that after doing welcome, Antonio, and then we have this. What we want to do next is I don't know actually. Let me say search button. The search button works. Now that's why I said you should have a mood board, right? If not, you will get to blockage, like a whole lot of blockage that you don't even know what you want to do again. Right. So let's say 2 times fala. 2x falafala. 2x. So is falafala Yoruba word or Hausa?
Over.
Anybody?
I don't know. I think it's Yoruba. I don't know.
Ha. And anybody, because I think it's Hausa though.
It's Hausa. It's Hausa.
I think falafala is Hausa.
Yeah, falafala is Hausa.
Falafala is Hausa, but I just
Yeah,
wanted to
falafala.
check.
Yeah,
What of
falafala
you?
is Hausa.
You said?
I'm sorry, fala, what?
Yes,
Falafala is Hausa.
falafala is Hausa. Like,
I don't
are you
really
sure it's
have
not Hausa?
falafala.
It's Hausa. It's Hausa.
Okay, it's the way you're pronouncing it. Fala, you mean it like something is fala.
Yes, like extreme, like you like if
Yeah,
you love
okay, yeah.
someone extreme.
Yeah, it's Hausa fala.
I have tried this.
It's not fala, it's fala.
What is, sorry, what is the difference? What is the difference? What is the difference?
Sorry?
You said it's not
No,
falafala, it's
pronunciation.
falafala.
If you say fala, I don't know. For me, it sounded like something like something strange. But
Okay,
it's fala.
What is the right pronunciation?
Fala.
Okay, good. It's nice. Before the Yoruba begins to now claim what is not their own. So let's just do this and say, right, so we want to put a card here. We want to put a card here. So let's say I'm Ctrl Shift 4. I think this is too long. Right, so then we want to put an icon here. So let's see an icon here. Not necessarily an icon, an illustration or a rider or something similar. Yeah, so let's make it off. Then we want to do something at this side and say learn more. If I'm moving too fast, please let me know. In my head, I might be slow. Then the lowest we want to do is 14. And then we want to change it to light. Right. Yeah. Let me see if it works. This 2 times and do this. Okay, so then don't let me drag it too much. Then let's say let's look somewhere. So it's okay. Right, so let's say after this card, we want to have a search icon. We can have the search icon here rather than having it here. Right, so beside this, we can have another icon. Right, where is this? Where is search? Let's do find this. Yeah, 24. Control C. And,
I'm sorry, please, for the icons, which ones do you recommend? Is it the filled ones or the outlined ones?
well, it depends on what you are working on, though. It depends on you. For me, sometimes the field one used to work, sometimes the outline one used to work. So, but once you focus on one, don't let them to be fighting each other. So if you want to use an outline, just use an outline. You get. So if you want to use a field, just use a field throughout the whole thing. Right.
Okay. Also sorry for the gutter.
Yes.
Please, what did you use? Is it 20 or?
Let me check.
Or what's the standard one so that the design will not look weird? Okay, 20.
20. I use 20 here. 20 might not be standard one, but 20 works. Right.
Okay. Thank you.
But it works, so you can always use 20. So here I want to do welcome. I want to change welcome from semi-bold to something like light. So yeah, is what is important, right? So let's say I want to ensure that the spacing here is even. So I don't want them to be 7, let's say 8. And I want the spacing to be 8. This icon is big. Maybe it's my all of them big. Maybe it's me. All right. So then what we want to do next is we want to do the first one is let me go back to my board. This is one of the examples of what I want us to do. This one have burger, pizza immediately. Maybe no. They have category. This one, category. All of them have search button immediately. Should we just put search button? Yeah, so they have search button. It seems the search button is really important to them. So let me go back. In the search button, yeah. So let's do 38. So if you are someone like me, I like big button. Like I like the button to be big. I don't like small button, right? So, but if you basically your button should not be. There's no law to it, but logically your button height or text height should not be more than let's say 40 something. Right? There are people that go 60 though, 60, like I've been to 60 before, I've been to 87. I like big button, I like big guys. And so search this one, do you mean this?
Yes. Yes.
Tosin, did you mean this?
Yes, the one by the,
okay,
yes,
okay.
that one.
Yes, okay, good. You just I just, I said in the initial state that we just need to go to your plugins, right? Once you have your plugin, call me a plugin. If you don't have the plugin, just go to browse plugin community, right? Then once you do browse, then do icons.
That was a day before that. You got that. I didn't get that one. How do you want to eat?
Then so then I open this one. So once you click on this first one, then you see duplicate here. You know how to duplicate again. You know how to show. Stop. Oh, sorry. This is 1 minute after your break. So you guys are on break. So you are on break. Oh. No, not every time actually. No, this one is just, I want to show the people that do not get that point. So not every time though. Like just for people that did not get the scope. Once you duplicate it, once I duplicate it, this is it here on my Figma file, right? Now, this is one way. Another way is that if you are on your Figma file, you can just go to plugins. Once I said that you have to install the plugin. So once you've installed plugin, let's say Iconify. I've installed Iconify on my own distance, so it's showing. So once I click on Iconify, see what will happen. You to be fast. Is it my system or is it Figma that is doing it? It should not be my system. It should not. So we have to wait for it though. So, but we are on break though. Let me not, we are coming by 11:30, but I will still be around like literally. So if there's any question, we can be doing that one by the side, small.
Sorry, is it everything we're going to install under that plugin?
Is the?
I think it's the one that you need that you install.
Just install the one that you want, that you like. Don't install everything. No. Once you see the plugin, just install. This is Iconify. So if I want to use Iconify, after I've opened it, so I will not need to be going to, who is this one again that is open? Here's Iconify again. What is doing all of them? Cancel, you cancel. Plugin, where is Iconify again? Open.
Mine.
Once I click on it, I say import this thing. Is imported. You said what?
After installation, what next?
So after you've installed it, just come on your Figma file.
Okay.
This one did not have minimized name. What was that? This one? Yeah, I did not like them. So then after you've installed them, just right click on your Figma file, go to plugin. Then you see that one that you installed. You see it in this panel. You see what you installed here. So if it's icon 8 or icon 5 or icon whatsoever, so just click on them. Let's say icons, this one. So you click on them, then to load and bring it out like this, as a panel like this.
Where did you say I should click on?
Go back, right click, then go to plugins.
Okay.
Then you see all what you've installed, it will be here. Autoflow, automatic style guides, blush, blah, 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 icon, content read, better. So click on the one that you want.
Okay.
Then to now load. Until it's satisfied, then you now show. But this one is not satisfied, it's not even showing.
Okay.
No. Duplicating the icon every time you want to work. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. Why I was doing that was because I don't like all these plugins, all these Iconify and all those things. I don't like them, one, and they are too slow sometimes, right? But they are still the best way. Plugin comes to Iconify or anything, right? So yeah, if you want menu, just click menu, different ones. The one that you like, click on it. Or if it's this one, then say import this is already on your this thing. So if you want something else, you can go there and search. So click on search. And so this is it. For anyone go to or any other, but this implicates kind of thing. That someone has created a whole icons on it. So that you now put it into is it only, am I the one who sent me? Is she here? Oh, thanks. I don't know. So, So do we get that part? I don't know if I finished what I was saying.
Mr. Muyiwa,
Yes.
please, I didn't get the icon process. So after I duplicated the icon, it went to another board.
On this, for this one, on this page.
No, I clicked
Where
on
did it-
plugins on the page where I am on the frame. I clicked on plugins.
Can you share your screen from there?
No, I'm using my phone. I'm using my phone.
To connect, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I clicked on plugins.
Yes.
I right click and click on plugins.
Yes.
Then it took me to manage plugins.
Okay.
Manage plugins. I'm coming with this. Browse plugins in community.
Then click on browse plugin community. Then you brought this, right?
Yes. Then I write search for icons.
Then it gave you this result.
It's still loading. Yes, it gave me this result. Yes.
Then you have to come here, plugins. This is files. This is plugin.
Okay. Okay.
Come to plugin.
I've seen. Okay.
So check the one that you like out of all of them.
Okay.
But the most used one is still icons 8, phosphorus, phosphorus. This one.
Okay.
Material icon, quick material icon.
Okay.
Do that.
Material icon.
Just click install, they will keep installing. They will follow you like that. Iconify. What else? I think those ones should be fine. Those ones should be fine. So once you install them like that, then go back to your project. Once you've installed them, go back to your project.
Okay.
Right click on
Okay.
it. Go to plugin.
Okay, I've seen it.
Yeah, good. Any other questions? 17 more minutes will be class.
It's not displaying, no.
Who is not displaying?
Yes. Okay, I think it's the network. It's already loading. Yes. Okay.
You have to give it.
Sorry. So from there, should I insert?
Yes, once you click on the icon you want, just click insert. So it will click the icon will reflect on your page.
Okay.
Go back to your page, you will see the icon. So you can always go forth and back anytime you need icon from them.
All right. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
And another thing is, I didn't get the wireframe yesterday. Then before you started this class, you showed us a diagram where we have, I think, boxes. I don't know what that's all about.
That one since 1995 that I'm showing that one.
Yeah, I said it. I said it this morning when you were asking about what we did yesterday. And I said she talked about wireframe, but I didn't get it. But I didn't see any response as regards that.
Okay. Actually, if you have done your sketch, the wireframe is just like a structure of what you want to do. So for example, before we do this, if I have something like this, I can have something like this and delete this and say rectangle. And let me say this is not there. And I know this will be a search button, right? This might not even be there itself, or it can be there, right? So if you have something like this, I know that an icon will be here, but I don't know what kind of icon I want to put there. So you can do something like this, and let's say at this place, you say what you want to have is, it's just a rough idea of what you want to do. That's what I call wireframe. Like, it's a frame, but it's not like solid yet. So it's just a rough idea of what you want to do. Let me say now I have this. No, someone go back. And I have this, then I have this, then I have something. I'll repeat it. Stay one please. Right, so let's say we have something like this. So this one can even be a wireframe. It doesn't have to be complicated, right? It can be a wireframe, it can be a low file. That's your low fidelity. So they just have structure. You've not put content into it. You just put out the structure out of it that, okay, this is how you want this thing to be. You know, this one is what you represent the icon. This will be your navigation icon. Right, here will be your icons too. Then here will be one information here. This is research button, but all these ones do not have they don't have content yet. They just have structure. So in this one, this is a typical example of what you can refer to as a wireframe or your low fidelity. Right? Why this one that begins to have structure like this is what we call mid fidelity.
Okay.
Why the last one that looks like the Baba of them is called high fidelity or your prototype.
Okay.
Now, when your prototype is now in animation, that is when you have your prototyping products. It's English.
All right.
You see a prototype, don't leave the English. That one is prototype. When it can operate, like when you can see something like, let me see if I have. I hope this one will be able to project.
Salam alaikum. Salam.
Share. Oh, it's not sharing the video. That's okay. Okay, I know what to do. You open it. Yes, yeah. Now, if you have something like this, can you see this? Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So, in this form, this one has become a working prototype. So anybody can go on it and begin to use. It's already designed, every other thing is completed, blah, 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 blah. So the person just go on it and work with it, right? So at this form, it has come to, where is my Figma? Let's see. Okay, let's see. Right, just wanted to show that. So, while when it's in this, let me see another form. When it's in this, when it's in a form like this, when in a form like this is more like a high fidelity. This is more like high fidelity, right? Right. This is high fidelity. Why that one? This one is mid fidelity. Why this one is wireframe or low fidelity? Then you can have your sketch, like what you did with your hand. That sketch. Sketch is sketch. No wahala. Gaskia.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other person? Any other question for me?
Sir, can one decide to have the loci on another page of the work of the file to avoid confusion? Okay.
Yeah, but you know that you cannot go more than 3 years.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, you can go more than 3 actually if you upgrade for limited.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
But Figma will not allow you to go more than 3 if you not upgrade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Muyiwa.
Yeah. Hello. Good morning.
Please, I want to have my icons on one page, like you have your own.
I did not hear that.
I want to have my icons on one page, like you have your own.
I did not hear the later part of what you said. The icons.
Yes, I want to have it on one page. On one page.
All the icons on one page.
Yes, like you have your own.
Okay, like how this one is, right? This one.
Yes.
Okay, what I did was, this wasn't my own icons, but it was created by someone, so I just located it for me to use it. So if you want to use it in your own case, you just come here, then go to plugin and go to browse plugin. Yeah.
Okay.
So then click on icon. Right, so you see these various ones that people have created, different persons have created their own, right? So, and it's free for everybody to use. So you can just come, this is social icon for social media icon. So you can come on this place, click on it. You see it. After seeing it like this. You said? Huh?
Oh, sorry, not that.
I didn't hear that.
He's not talking to you.
Okay. So once you come here, then click on duplicate. Once you click on duplicate, it will duplicate it to your Figma document to be one of them, right? So it will duplicate it to be one of them. Then you see it here. Then you see all the icons, so you can. So another thing you can do, if you don't want it to be here, you can just click on everything and press Ctrl+C and come to your own page here.
Okay.
Right, then maybe create a frame for them. Then press Ctrl+V. Right. So they're already on this page. Yeah, so you can just change the color of the frame so that it will not be conflicting. Right, so from white to maybe something like black. I don't want it to, let's say, gray. Right, so since you have it here, anytime you need it, you can just click on it, copy it, go to your page, this thing, paste it. It's already here. This is it. And if you want to change the color from white, you just come to this selection color, change it to another thing. It will change automatically. You can change it to anything you like. I don't know if you get that.
Yeah, I understand. I'm going to try it out.
Okay, good.
Hello, sir. For the icons, does it work for all of them to change the color?
Yes,
Does it
yes,
work for any icon you get from the community?
yes. Any icon you get on the community, you can change the color as you want. As far as it is SVG. All these ones are SVG. All of them.
Okay.
As far as it is SVG, you can easily change them. Only if you bring in PNG, then you cannot change PNG.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to go to Photoshop to change PNG.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
What is SVG, or what did you call it now? Sorry.
Scalable vector graphics.
Okay, SVG.
SVG. So it means that no matter how much you do it, these are SVG. No matter how much I do them, I scale them up or down. You see, they still maintain that vector, this thing.
Okay.
So those are SVG. SVG are better than PNG.
Okay.
I remember sometimes back that I wanted to work somewhere. So the question the person asked me that, he asked me that what is the full meaning of SVG? Then I did not even know that SVG existed, right? I know PNG very well, and I know JPEG, right? And in my mind, I'm looking like SVG. What's that one? I just used style and said nonsense. Been a while. I'm saying many nonsense. So SVG, that just
SVG supports vector graphics. Supports vector graphics.
Support.
Is it scalable? Is it scalable? Okay, I think it's scalable vector graphics.
Yeah, it's scalable. It's not the support. I mean, that's
Scalable,
what.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sir, you said opening pages in Figma for free is limited to 3.
Yes, sir.
I don't think so, because I'm opening more than 3 here.
That means you have what is this English?
I'm not subscribing.
You have
everything is working fine. Like no,
what's
no,
English, please? Who will help me with English? You have
upgraded.
No, not upgraded. Like for someone to, you said to blackmail someone. To blackmail someone in a
I
good
think you can
way.
try it. You can try it now. I think they remove some restrictions.
See my own. You can see it. You have reached the free page limits. Upgrade for unlimited.
Probably because maybe somebody. I was working with a team though.
See now.
Then,
started
probably, yeah.
Friends are limited to 3 pages. Get on unlimited page in your team before.
They started 3 pages this year.
Oh.
Yeah, they started the 3 pages. Was it this year? It was last year.
I think it was early this year because I got the mail.
Okay, I think I'm still using an old. How will I put it? Okay, we created those pages for some time. Not this year though.
Well, it depends on the team. The team might have paid for it anyways. Because if I created a project and I have paid for it, you can create as many files as you want from your own end, even if you join. So if I have paid for it, anybody that comes in can create as many as possible.
The projects.
You said?
If you duplicate the projects, can you replace everything and you still have all those pages?
If you duplicate
the project, like the project that was paid for, if you duplicate the file, can you replace the content and you still have access to as many pages as was available?
No, let me try to. I did not understand. I'm sorry.
I don't know how to explain it. Like you're saying that you can only have access to 3 pages per file. So I was asking if you duplicate that file that a team has already paid for so that you can have more than 3 pages and you want to replace the content, is it possible to still have access to more than 3 pages?
But it's still on the same project, right?
I don't know, like if you duplicate it now, you duplicate the file. It's not still be the same project, but like it will be the same content.
If you are out of, see this team project, you can see this team project, then now show this one. Now, this Compass Opportunity is a project under Teams project. Like it's just a part of team project. So if the person wants to pay, they will pay from team project, not Compass Opportunity. So any project that is still under team project, you can do as many things that you want with it. But if you move it outside this team project, you'll be restricted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I know.
No, I don't understand. And do you mean if you have a project inside a project, that's when you can't have more than 3 pages?
Now, what I mean is, you know, the person paid for, like, I have an organization and I have paid for it. So the project that we are working with, I'm inviting all of you to work with me, already have a name for me. So once you are working on that one, you can create as many as you want. But if you duplicate that project and put it separately, the upgrade version will not work for that again. It will be a starter version because you are the one working from your own end, not from the company's end again.
Okay.
So that's what we are saying. But literally, anybody, aside this team project, I can still create another 2 other projects for starter.
Okay, also, sir, for when a team is working on a project or on a file, how many people can be working on a file at it, or how many people can have access to a file at the same time?
At the same time, I think for Figma now, I think it's unlimited now. Now, I think it's unlimited. As many as possible can have access to it, because I still remember there was one that we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about maybe 8 people or less that have access to that Figma file. So, but I have not checked for the limit, so I don't know the limit. Maybe they have maybe 12, maybe I don't know. But I think most likely it should be unlimited. Maybe, I'm not sure. I just said it.
Okay.
So, but as many people can be editor. And viewers can be as, of course, everybody can be viewers, but editors might have limit. But the limit is not 5. The limit is more. Let me see, so that we not Figma editors. For example, we cannot. How do I say it? So I cannot remember. But I know that like at the same time, we have 4 people that can work. I know 4 that work on this at the same time. So, and someone else. Let me just say I know 4 at an instant that can work on the project, and it's free. It's not.
Yeah, you can even have up to 10.
You said
for free version.
Yeah, free version.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Like I know instance where 4 people, I mean myself, someone, and someone. We work on the project and we are all editors, right, at the same time. So, but I don't know if a whole lot of things has changed. But if it has changed, the company will pay for it. I mean, it's not your own wahala. You must pay for itself. It's not we pay for it. You must pay for it. Any other question? Please give me a minute or two. All right, so yeah, I'm back. Then we are back. So let's continue. Now there is something we call style sheet, right? Is more like a style guide of what you want to do. Right? And for that style guide or that style sheet, let me move this. It's important for you to be able to define every single thing that you'll be using in that object, right? So 14 by 14, I don't know, this 24 doesn't work for me. Let me use 18 for this icon. Then I want to more like change. Now, one thing is most times in our design work, we don't use this black. This black, you see this black. When you are working on project, product work, try to avoid this black. Yeah, because in real sense, it is said that no project, no product in life has 00000 as color, right? So maybe you want to do something a little bit gray, right? So if you use black, I mean, everybody will know that this person is just learning, maybe something like that. Right? Does he have law? No, it's just that we should not use black, and it makes sense not to use black. He said?
I'm not talking to you.
Oh. So this is curve region, then corner radius. You can put it anyone that you want. I think this 4 is good. Then for you to make your style sheet, which is very important, is for you to be able to define your font size. Now for font size, let me just put the hierarchy here. Though without that, you can even get, it's not a must, but if you are working on it, you can easily get it. But let's just define it here so that we don't have any other issue later on. Let's define our font size. Let me just bring this. You see how easy it could be once you define your font size. I mean, you make life easy on every side. Sorry. Where is this one now? This is a rectangle frame.
It's very rectangle.
Is that?
No, I was saying it was behind the rectangle. That's why it's not showing.
Don't mind him, Jerry. Thank you. Yeah, it's not serious. Okay, so let's say you want to use this, or let me change it. Let's just use I don't want to use this. Something. Let's see if this content will work for me. Okay. So I don't work. I do not like picture. Let's just use our this one, JJ. 2 times on your next food. So what we want to do is I want to make them fix, right? I want to make this 16 to be a fixed value that we'll be using throughout our project. So what I will do is I'll come here and click on add, right? So I will now come here and name it as what's our project? Food delivery, or instead of food delivery, let's just say FD main, or is it body? Let's say ed sub ed. Let me use sub ed 1, sub ed 1, and say create style. So this is FD sub ed 1. So anytime I try to create any text, I can change them, right? For example, let me come here. You see this search food. If it's 14, I can just come here and say be this, then you change to remain that style, right? I can say this one, since it's here, instead of me to be changing, I can just come here and say, oh, take this one form. So you take this form. I don't know if the English language I am saying is the same thing as the one you are hearing, or it's different.
Please, can you take that again?
Oh, it seems it's different. Yes, so what I said is, we have defined this. Let me use another one as an example. Let me change this one to, let me cancel it. Use this one as an example. No. Dear brother, cancel, right? So this is this, but I want it to be, let's say I want it to be 18, or I want something to be 24. And I want, they are overlapping here, so I don't want them to overlap, even though they are big. So I want it to be 22, 24, 22. I think they seem to work, right? So if they work, fine. This is distance between the first line and the second line. This is the 22. Why this 24 is the size, right? So you want to extend that, then come here and say, come here, create style, and say FD header 1 as a create style. So since this one has been created, right? Okay, I can even change it from this thing, but I think it's good in this semi-bold. And this one too is good in semi-bold. So I can come here. Anytime I'm here, I can come here and change this one and say, no, I want it to be header 1. Or no, I want it to be sub-ed. I don't know if the English language is simple enough. Do you get that? Hello?
Yes, we are with you.
Oh, thank you. So then I can change this to be 14. Let's say the least one I want is 14, and I don't want semi-bold, I want to be regular. And I want it to take maybe 16. I think this is okay. Then I can come here and add and say FD body text, right? Body text. If this is my body text, so this is body text. Then maybe I want to create another thing and say this, I said you should not use it, but then there are some instances that will be very strange, right? There will be some very strange instances that you may need 12. Say FD strange font size. Font size, right? That. This helps a lot to create consistency across your. You already know that no matter where you are doing your work, these are the only font size and scale that is in your project, right? So maybe you want to just do this 14 pieces, or if it's 18, just to help the person, but it's not necessary. Figma has made it easy, so it's not necessary to be putting this again, right? So it's not necessary to be putting all this ideology again. So, but if you want, you can put it, right? So another form that you can do is color too. You can do color that way too. No, not you. Okay. And do. So you can say, all right, so are we together? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, oh, good, good. I mean, with this, so I can just say, let me change this color and say, I want to use, one thing I might want to do in this aspect is begin to see what color others people used. Right. So for food, we have green. Let me just, we have green. I don't know. By the time you implement it, you'll be able to get more. I don't know. I'm just thinking randomly though. So we have this one that looks like a good color. It looks like a good color to use. Yeah, so come here and do click. Right, so copy this color. So let me just show you this gist, right? So then you can do here, come here, do plus. No, not plus, do minus. Do this one here, right? And say FD color 1. We can delete them if you don't want later on. Then you can still do, you know, come here, click on maybe this color. You want to save it to FD color 2. So you might not need to do them from beginning, but just show you because most times in design, sometimes the color you think that you use might not later use it in the end of the day, but you know, you have to do your research, right, to know the color to use. That's why I'm using it, because I see that people do use this kind of color. You might have another justification for it, which you should have, right? So this was just random justification though. And because there is no time, FD color 3. Let me say that's should be all. Then come back here. No, not here. Here. And just begin to change them. No, why you always retire? What am I doing, sir? Then this. Then this. Then we have this beautiful thing. Let me see if it will work. Plug in. Automatic stagger. Is it auto flow? Is it auto flow? No, not auto flow. There's a plugin that I'm looking for. No wireless. Move back on email. Yeah, color shade, I think. Yeah, good one. So let me see. Good. So so this single color, he has created this whole shade for it. So you can do for this one too. Let me see if we can do 300 circular. No, it doesn't work. So at the end, you don't need as much as this though. You don't need as much as this. Right, but it helps you. One thing about product design is that the fact that you are picking this 3 color doesn't mean that's the only color you use throughout. There are sometimes that you use lighter shade of this color or darker shade of this color or lighter shade of this color or darker shade of it. It's not. Mr. Abdulaziz, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Please, can you take the color part again?
You said?
Can you take that color part again? The way you drive those colors.
Okay. Let's do it for the second one. So right click, go to plugin, go to color shade, then come here, this, and click here. So we create this shade. So we can say different this, but I think this work. I think this is better. This is cool. No, this is cool. So you just say create. So why are you creating it here? Do you know what you're doing like this? Then put it by the side. Then we can do it for the third one too. So once you have done this, don't try to, just ensure that every color you are picking aligns with this one alone. Don't make it complicated, right? So that's why I said, though this one itself is too much. This color is too much. You cannot use all of them, right? But no matter what, as far as you are within this range of this color, this range, it will still bring out something nice. Like it will be beautiful, it will be cool, it will be nice, especially if you know how to mix your things very well. Right. So we have defined everything. Now you can now define all this one, but it's a bit long work. So instead of defining it, that's why I brought them here. Right. By the time you keep using them, they will begin to show in this place. But if they don't show here, they begin to show in some other places, right? So I just brought them down for you to see, right? So is that fine? Yo, my people, is that fine? My people, you have,
Yes, that's fine.
yes. Thank you, Mr. Akim. All right, so the last assignment, some people did not submit the last assignment. It's not good, yo. It's few persons. I think those that submitted are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 9 or so that submitted the assignment of affinity. Guys, what happened?
Oh, forgot to submit it.
It's okay. Others, what happened? At least on this call, we are about 30.
For me, I didn't get where we were supposed to submit to.
We said you submit to Mr. Shei.
Oh, okay.
So you submit to Mr. Shei now. That's what we all agreed on. And for the group 2, group 1, 2, 3, 4, and group 9, I think that those are the group that I saw the assignments, and I've graded that one and the previous one, right? Those 9 people. No, those 9 people. The 5 groups, and then the 9 people too. What happened in capstone? Josh, what happened in capstone? Talk your talk. Oh. No, you not talk now. It's now this later you stay A and B and C and D. So no wahala.
We don't want to give excuse, Muiwa, but they are stressing us in that capstone project.
I told you that there will be stress for capstone before. That's normal. You have to do the capstone
And the issue is some of our group, just one designer is active. So the work is just on one person. The remaining 3 people nowhere to be found.
Those people have found something else, like they ran away.
Imagine at that minute, somebody saying that she's not interested again, and they've already grouped you in a project, and you just left.
You cannot kill him now.
So it's just a lot. 2 software guys said they are not doing again, so they left.
Wow. That's a huge one. Wow. You guys just have to give it your best. Give it your best shot. Like, do this thing. Give it your best shot, and at the end, everything will make sense. Really. So if they will sort it out anyways. If it's those people, I mean, I believe they will sort them out and look for a way to bring a new person in your midst as software developer or something.
Yes, we just escalated the issue today, so hopefully they will do something to it.
Okay. That's fine. So they will do something and get back to you guys. But they will not agree with you guys. I mean, the designer aspect. The fact that they have issue with that, it doesn't stop your own work.
They get, but you know, the workload is just on one person.
Yeah. So, so search food, let us.
No, I
So
cannot see
by
that
now,
clear enough.
you said?
No, I could not see that search food before.
Yeah,
So it's clear now.
try to change the color. See, checking this black and see the black that will work. So
Please, what's the name of that icon beside that search food?
this guy, well,
It's just a line.
Yeah, this guy.
it should be filter. Yeah, it was. The name is filter, yes, filter icon.
Okay.
So that we'll be able to filter our search button, because this whole thing is another thing entirely. This system, this filter system. Sometimes people sit on filter and begin to analyze it because it can be stressful and it can be cool. So let me just begin to change.
I also have another question.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, please go on.
Yeah, there are some.
Okay. Good one. I just want to show us this. Please, let's see this.
Let me say square. So if someone double click on it, it will now bring out the icon inside it. Which one is better? Should we leave it inside the square box, or we should just extract it from that rectangular, from the square stuff?
Yeah, I did not get that.
I said there are some icons. If we download it from a particular website, it used to have a name on it. It used to have a name on it. So if someone double click on that square box, someone can bring out the icon from that box. Which one is better? Should we leave it like that, or should we promote it from the box?
Yeah, always try to remove the box out of it. Okay, like, do you mean this? And then this is
I don't know if this one. Yes.
Most times, this frame helps a lot. For me, I would say you should leave this frame there. But if it has a color, remove that color. If it has a color at the back like this, remove that color so that it will be transparent. Do you get?
Okay.
Or no, just remove
Yeah.
color so that it will be transparent.
I think it's font awesome icon or feather icons that used to do that.
Almost all icons have their own. Almost all. Like the frame itself, like this
What
one.
about this is what I'm
saying. Something like that, exactly.
What about the name on it? The the name on
one.
it. Is it
Once
not
you
good?
enter like this,
Yeah.
that's all. That disappear. Once you drag it inside, that disappear. It's when it's outside, the frame will retain its own property. But once you put a frame inside another frame, it will retain the property of the new frame. I don't know if this Oyibo is accurate. But
some icons will not do that too. Some you need to delete them. Just double click and delete.
Just fear. It's not born this way. Just click on it and do fear. You go. Do you get? But if you leave it outside like this, it will be doing anyhow. Like this, it can be doing anyhow. But just fear. It will end up. Do you get?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sound is the magic. So let's say now we now have search. At this place we have category. Under the search, I don't know which one to come first. Maybe searching for category or category before search. Let's just take this. I'm just doing randomly. Now this one, I've moved away from lo-fi, trying to see how this will work. And this guy says it's too long. Right, so let's say I have category, then we have top restaurant. Or let's say top restaurant this week. I don't know if that works, but let's just say this category, let's say search food category, then let me just do something like this. So this one I want to be showing outside, I'll drag it inside. Then click 1, 2, 3, 4. Then come here and do tidy up to give them equal spacing. Then you see 4, 6 here. Leave it 6. If you want to reduce it, you can reduce it 4. If you want to increase it like this, you can make it 8,
Sorry,
10,
please.
15. My own bar.
That tidy up, can you please do it again?
You mean bar?
Yes, yes. When you selected the 4 frames.
Okay. So like let me distort it again. So you just 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you click on the 4, come here, click on tidy up. So if you adjust, now this is 3. I don't want it to be 3, I want it to be 6. So 3.
Sorry, I didn't see where you clicked for the tidy up.
Okay. Can you see my mouse? This one.
Yes.
Now see how it's going.
Yeah.
Drag it here.
Okay.
Then click on more options. Then come here, tidy up. Then we
Okay.
make equal spacing for the whole shape. Then, but that's not just what we want. You want it to be more than this small guy. So you want it to be 6. Right. And I want the height to be 54, not 55. Right. Let's say 50. Right. Then I want it to be 4. Should be called 4. I don't know what would be here. Let me just guess. Let me just say. Order.
I'm sorry, but this tidy up, I think auto is this almost the same thing as auto layout.
Yeah, almost. It's just that auto layout is magical than tidy up. Like auto layout is complete in itself. Like there are a whole lot of things with auto layout. But this tidy up is just one small guy. Once the whole thing is complicated, the tidy up will not work again.
Yeah.
But once it's still in small level, yes, it will still be doing, the tidy up will still be doing as if it's boss. Do you get? You said?
The tidy up.
Yes. Yes, the tidy up, yes.
I didn't get how you. I didn't get.
How I did the tidy up? Huh?
Yes.
Okay. So what I did was select this 4, remove this eyes and this one, select this 4. Let me change it again. Now click on one, click on the 4 or any shape you want to tidy up, right? Then come up here into this space of more option. Once you click on it, then you say tidy up. The other thing for it is Ctrl-Alt-Shift-T. Right, but because that one is too long, I will not remember. So I only just come here and tidy up, then you adjust it. Now, see that it adjusted it, but the spacing between them is too small. I don't want it, so I want to increase it. Now, once the spacing is equal, you see that there's no tidy up showing again because it's already fine. So what I just need to do is just increase this side. I can put figure here or just drag it like this. You see, I can have like this, equal spacing, to have equal spacing. I can put 6 or 4 or anything that I want, right? So I don't know if the English I'm speaking you understand.
Yes, I got that. Please, I don't know if you can go back to, I don't know how you got the color style and the font style.
I did not hear that.
The color style. Hello. Okay.
This one?
Yes,
or
sir.
this one?
This, the round one, the round shape.
Or this round shape? How I did what? I did not get that one.
Like how you come about that? I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
I got the colors.
Yes.
Yes, I said that now you have to do a lot of research for you to know which colors works for a food delivery application, right? So for me, I did not do any research or anything. I just came to this mood board I already have, right? This mood board. Then I tried to look at the most used color out of all this whole thing, right? So I selected 3 of them. So I just did come here, pick this in. I can come here, select this color. This is this color. So once I have the color, I can now create a style guide for it. Come here, do add, create style. I will keep it. Then if I see another color that I want to use too, I can come again, change this color, and go and pick that color again. Let's say this pizza, blah, blah, blah. This pizza. No, this one is not fine. Let's say this one. Right. So I have this one again. I will save it. So after I've saved all of them in this color, so once I come to this place and select this, I will see them already here. So I can select any one I want. I can change this one to be this. It will change easily rather than going here and start looking for color again. I have defined them. So anywhere in the design work, I can always pick them and use them. I don't know if the English language I'm saying is fine by you.
It's fine.
Okay. Like, do you understand what I said? I did not hear that too, but then, yeah. Hello?
The font.
Yeah, the font, yes.
Yes, how did you do that?
Which one? This one?
Yes.
Yeah, so I, the same way, just come here. This is the font, right? Let me just detach this. Let me detach this style from it. So this is detach style. So if you stand on it, right? So let me say the font we want to use is 64. Let's say 36, sorry. Then let's say bold, right? And I want to make this 38. Right, this font we want to use So we want to define this font so that anywhere we use it in the design work, it will work fine. So what you now do is come here, click on this, then come to this plus, create style. Then you say FD, you can name anything you want, FD, bigger guy. All right, so create style. But of course, you not use all these words because it's project work, it's teamwork. So you don't use bigger guy. And just so once you've defined it like this, it's already a style. So anywhere you want to do your work, you can change it. I can come here and say, hey, come to bigger guy. So it will change it to be bigger guy. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Hello.
Yes, I did.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry. What about the other?
Hello.
So why did you come about the other color, the rectangular, what's the shape? The green, red, and
this ones.
Yes.
I had to sack some people. All right, so you click on this first one, click on this last one, right? Last column, right click, and come to plugin. Then you see color shades. Click on it. Then to show you this, change this color to this green. And you see different things. So you can increase it as you want, or like this. I think this works fine. Right, so if this works fine, then you go, just say, you come here. Yeah, come here. So say generate.
Excuse me, sir. Did you get the color shade from manage plugins?
Yes, from browse plugins.
Okay, browse plugins.
Then you click on color shade, so you see it here. Then you can install the plugin.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. So any other thing? Any other thing before we move on?
Excuse me, sir. We can't hear you.
You said?
We can't hear you. Were you saying something? We didn't hear you.
I did not say anything again.
Okay. So I have a question. I don't know if okay, like those boxes under categories and view all. The last one is going out of the page. Is it intentional?
Yes.
Okay.
So that you can swipe in. like you can swipe, then go and click the next one. Something like, let me see if I have one or two to show you here. A minute. Let me see. Okay, good. I think I have something. What would be awesome? Don't wait, don't rush. Okay, let me see something like this. It's playing it. Just come to anybody that wants to.
I see a light inside of you, so let it
So
shine.
anybody can swipe, then swipe back.
It's time to spread your wings and fly. Reach for the sky. Get up, go.
It's okay, thank you. Get up. Do you get what I don't know if you saw it, but did you get that?
Yes, sir. Can't hear
Okay.
you well.
You said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So sometimes you just want to pull it out to, and their intention and well, then we have, let me just put this for icon here. Sorry. Me, I will disturb you people with this, you know. So there's assignment today.
Excuse me, sir. Please, before
Yeah.
you give the assignment,
Yes.
did you set upper and lower? Is there anything like upper and lower margin or something?
No, I did not, but we can do that actually. Okay, because of the spacing, right? No, I just use my head.
Okay.
Like literally, there should be spacing, but you can just say that by coming, you can change this to rows. Yeah, so we can have those. Let me see. French. Let me see what that is 100. Aisha, if it's about the assignment that you want to talk about, it is a no-go area, but you can talk.
You can read minds, Abi.
If it's that one, no-go area, you can talk.
No, I was going to say that I last week I traveled and I didn't go with my laptop. I just got back last night. So I didn't really get to do the assignment, but I'm just saying. No, I'm not traveling.
Okay.
I was saying that I didn't really do the last assignment, but of course I'm going to do it. But then there's again, I know they've said this before, but there's the capstone project, and then now another assignments.
Yes.
Please. It's
yeah, I know.
I'm telling you, it's really, really difficult to do all this. to be honest.
Mr. Muiwa, please, I would also like to add the next
Assignment.
thing. No, even not about the assignment.
Okay.
The next thing they are wanting us to work on in our capstone project now is submitting low fidelity wireframe for our ideas for our project. But now we've not done that practically in our class.
Mr. Muiwa, sorry, I was about to ask the same thing. That before we can,
like literally, what we have done here. You guys see what we have done here.
It's low fidelity actually. We've also done the okay. Not
You
good.
people should not use English to convince yourself. I mean,
yeah.
Right. Let's not use English to convince ourselves. Right. Let me say something, sir. If you do this, something like this for them, you have tried. I mean, you have done a little bit more than low fidelity, self. Right. So what they need is just a structure of what the design will look like in the real sense. So that's the low fidelity. So this will not really make sense for you to do, right? But even if you try to be in between these two and you give them, they can still work with it. It's just more like structure. You remember that whenever you want to, I forgot what we call this. Whenever you click on youtube.com, before the whole content shows, there will be some box that will begin to show like a structure. I don't know if you guys used to notice.
Yes.
Yeah, especially when the network is bad.
Yeah, maybe the network is bad. So those are the frame that was created so that every content will fit in that thing. So all these ones, what we are creating is so that every content that will later be put here will fit into this, right? And most times it can be changed along the way. There are so many things that can be changed. You can begin to look at, oh, maybe what you created is not so accurate enough or something. So either you use this or advance this, or you use this as your low-fi, you are still fine.
Okay.
You get? So this concept, that's why I know that you will soon be asked for something like that. That's why I said, okay, let's go into this and show you guys how to begin to, because this one is just for app and it's not even complete yet. Like there are so many considerations that you might need to put it, but you have idea of what you should do.
All right. I understand you now. Thank you.
I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Do you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good.
Does this also work for websites?
Yeah?
Does this also work for websites, the low fidelity?
Yes, it works for website too. If for website you want to do, what you just need to do is I did not say you should now copy what I did though. I'm just saying. Then let's say we have our grid. Let's put this to be columns. And 12. Let's put to be 120. Don't necessarily have to copy me. I'm just saying my own thought. If you copy me, it's you that know. So let's say we have something here, like a logo or something. Then you have products, I don't know. Services. We have about us. We have
Mr. Muiwa. Hello.
Yeah, my own, right?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Okay. I want to say, is it based on experiences, on your experience that you are making the distance between the top, as in the margin now, from the top of the page
to where you started from? Is it from experience or it's just an assumption?
I don't even know the one it is. I just know that it works somewhere in my head. Like it's 76. So I mean, I think 76 works well. I don't know, but you can try to measure it up. There's no fixed value, so to say, but then it was more than 60. Yeah, it was more than 60 for web. Do you get it?
And the top margin must still be equal to the bottom, to the space you leave down.
This one and the space down.
Yes, must still be equal.
Not necessarily, because you know the down aspect is complicated. What do I mean by complicated? You know, it's footer. Most of the down, what will be there is the footer.
Okay.
You know what footer is?
Yes.
Yeah, so because it is footer, sorry. So because it is footer, the spacing there, you know, sometimes you used to have this copyright 2072 or copyright blah, 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 blah under your footer. Hello?
Yes, that's if it's a website.
Yeah, if it's a website. So that range will not make it to be the same with the upper part. Because of that thing that is there, will not make it to be the same with the upper part. But in real sense, if you can make it the same, then it's fine. Even in your app self, sometimes they are not the same, but just ensure that there's enough breathing space in this upper part. There's enough breathing space. Do you guys get it?
Yes.
Okay, so they say it is 1232.
One last thing, sir.
Is that?
I want to ask a question.
Okay.
So now, to start a low fidelity work, to start my work in low fidelity,
yes,
the first thing to do is to go and research, as in get ideas on similar works, create a mood board for it.
Yes.
Then I will now sketch out, right?
Sketch out, yes. Sketch out will help you so that when you put it on screen, it will be easier. If you don't sketch and go on screen directly too, it's fine, but it might be difficult a little bit. But once you sketch the idea out, it will be easier for you when you do it on system, on Figma.
Okay.
So, but you don't need to put color, you don't need to put all those illustrations and the likes. That's for lo-fi, you don't need to put illustration and all those things. For mid-fi and high-fi, then you begin to put all those things. Hi-fi now, you begin to put the illustrations, everything completely. But for the lo-fi, you don't need to put illustration or anything. Just need to put the shape where you
have assignment?
Ma?
Do we have any assignment?
Yes, there's assignment. You don't want assignment?
No assignment though.
Yes.
You said? You said what?
Sorry, the last thing I was saying.
Yes.
I wanted to, you were doing two things. Are you saying both things you were doing are both low fidelity? Because I can see
that.
Yeah, even this one, is it lo-fi?
This one, right, is not lo-fi, so to say.
Okay.
People call it, some people can come up and say it's lo-fi. Some people can come up and say it's mid-fidelity.
Mid-fi. I think you said something like that.
So everybody will come up to say different story, right? So, but what you are being asked to do is not this, but is in between these two. Like, it's not as plain as this, but it's not as detailed as this.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do this. You said what?
Okay, I was about saying she mentioned something yesterday.
Okay.
That if you have a shape, you want to create an image in lo-fi. Yes. So the shape should have like a line. That will indicate that this is an image. But I see that.
Okay.
Not a line, no, like a cross. A cross
And
is for image.
yeah, now
Then
it's the line
text
that
is
makes the
line.
cross.
What you guys mean in
Yeah,
Figma?
something like that.
You see, my own story, God should just help me.
But is it acceptable? We just want to know.
No, I mean, that's the right thing to do, right? That's the right thing, especially most of the low fidelity application, because Figma, so to say, is not a low fidelity application. So you will not see that shape, but most of the low fidelity application have that thing in their rectangle as a whole. They have this, I don't know, I think it should be in Figma somewhere. I don't know where it is, because I don't used to use it self. Okay, this is good. Is it this? No, it's not this. You know what I'm trying to say, Sha? Like
So I thought
something
we were
like,
even going to use an application for wireframe too, because I know there are applications for wireframe.
yeah,
Like
even
Balsamic and all of that.
yes, they have it. Even this guy himself can do wireframe far better than Figma. Miro has his own too. Like he has this thing, then you can decide to do this. And where is this? No. So, but me, I prefer. Okay, good. You can just do this. Do you get? This is what you are saying, right?
Yeah, that's if you want to place an image. Yeah.
So to show that this is an image container, then the same for all these ones, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's okay, it's fine. I mean, you can do it. It's just that me personally, I don't used to like all these things. They used to slow me down. So once I do this, so in my head, I know what I'm looking for, what I'm doing. So yeah, but this is the ideal way of showing. In most of the wireframing too, this is the ideal way. Most of them, this is the ideal way of doing. This is wireframe, right? So yeah. Any other thing? We will not be able to continue this one today because of time.
So that means we can use, if you know how to use other applications to do it, you can use it, not necessarily Figma.
Yeah, sure. Just do it there. Once you are done there, then you can bring it to Figma.
Import it. Okay.
Yeah, import it to Figma and continue your work. It's not a must that you do it here, but it's just that we want people to get used to Figma for the whole process rather than going up and down. For someone that is just learning the tools for the very first time, so it's much better to start on 1, 2, then learn it. Right, so another thing, guys, this is 12:38. That's 8 minutes after 12. After 12:30. I want us to stop now so that we'll not be far ahead of, and not far ahead, we will not, I don't know the English. You shall understand what I'm saying. So the assignment is hello.
Yeah, clearing your throat.
Yes, so that I can speak very well. I need to be able to speak very well. Right. So the assignment is that we are working on, are we together? The low fidelity of our right. So we are working on the low fidelity of our project.
Which project?
The one we started with, the one with the high fidelity. These are blessings that can be. I hope is that you have what is it called? You want to do your assignment. There is no Ojogo here. You should not do your assignment. Yeah, sure. Why not? So,
Are we working as a team or are working individually?
You said?
Are we working
now?
as a team or individually?
As a
Individual.
team.
There is no team. It's individual.
How many wireframes per person? So how many wireframes per person? How many low fidelity per person?
Yes, like for your project, you did your user flow yourself.
But that's user flow.
Oh.
This one.
Yeah, you have done your user flow. Use your user flow you used to do your wireframe talk.
Okay, so it's not compulsory that all the intended pages in the app will appear in the wireframe.
Where do you want to put them? If you not let them appear, where do you want to put them? They will appear. You have to appear. Right? You have to appear. Right?
That's how it work.
Because these things are really important, right? They are things that will help you to put it. You see, at the later end, when you are done with everything, they will look, you just be like, all these things, just that then it was stressful, but now it is nothing, right? So we have to do it, right? We have to just try our best and do it.
Wait, I didn't get the assignment.
You said? Did not get the
I
assignment.
didn't get the assignment. You said
Okay. The assignment is to create low fidelity of your project. I mean, the project I mean is what you created user flow for, right? So the user flow, the information architecture, all of those ones, you now use them, right, at the end, right? So what you are doing is you are creating screens, low fidelity screens for all the information architecture or your user flow, any of the two. You are creating flow for them in low fidelity.
okay, when are we submitting?
Yes.
By the way, you
Yes.
mentioned that you were going to give us a sample of information architecture, since we couldn't do it that day.
Oh, you will.
Yes.
Okay. Tomorrow then I will show you guys.
Okay,
Thank
submission date.
Yes,
When
submission
are
is
we
Thursday.
submitting,
Thursday. Yes.
Okay.
Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Next tomorrow is Thursday.
Hello.
Yeah.
You see all the low fidelity wireframe we are going to draw, or it is just, or it is just some. Are we drawing all the low fidelity wireframe?
Yes, sir. It's all the low fidelity wireframe.
This assignment is not for the week.
It's nothing for the week. Right? It just
The only advantage is that it will only help us in our capstone. If not, believe me, the stress not before you.
Actually, it will help you. It will help you. Everything that I'm doing now, normally I should, if I want to do it initially, I know someone will still ask that what is the assignment again? Or tomorrow, someone will still ask what is the assignment. So what initially we have to work on a project for what we are doing, right? And I don't want a situation whereby we now say we should work on a project. Someone will now wait till the final day of submission of the project before he now start and tell us that he's still in research, or he's still in this one, or he's still in that one. So that's why we are taking it step by step so that you can quick up and catch up with every other person, and then we have something to show for it at the end.
So, Mr. Muiwa, you are still going to give us a project from your side again?
No, this is the project that we are working on. No, this project that everybody is working on, that is the project we are going to present on next week, Friday. So there will be presentation
I
next
didn't hear
week.
you, sir.
There will be presentation next week, Friday.
For which project?
Please, on which project? Capstone?
Okay, because you people are my people, right? Let me just give you chips, right? There will be presentation for the two next week. I just want to give you. It's just don't tell everybody. Don't let them know that I said it. Just keep calm. Keep it to yourself. Take it in, and tell yourself all you will. So there will be presentation for the two, especially for the design track.
You have entered.
Especially for the design track. And in the presentation, you will even include the prototype.
Wonderful.
Ha! Why is there so much heat on design track? I just wonder.
Even now you want to product design.
Yes.
We should have mercy on us, so.
Now you want to do product design now.
Thank you. You are the one that said it's product design, product design, product design. So.
Now Canva I did learn before. I don't know say product design.
Is it that said that you want to move to product design?
You want to transition to product design?
No, at least your eyes have to see what product design is about. At least the small one. All what we have been doing now is the small aspect.
Please don't make us to back out to people like me. Make me to back out.
No, you cannot back out. If you try your best. Yeah, you cannot back out. I promise you.
Hi, Muyiwa.
Just give it your best. You can't. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, it's already past 12:30, and the class is supposed to be over right now. I sent a message. I don't know if you got it.
Wow. Oops. Yes, sorry about that. All right. So, guys, we meet tomorrow then. All right. So, yeah. Thanks so much, Naomi. Thanks for the watching.
Please send the recording of this class to I beg.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You people should leave now. You don't want to leave again.
After it's broken that
You people should
Hello,
go
Mr.
in.
Amiwa.
Yes, it's time.
Please let me check my assignment on the affinity mapping. I sent it yesterday.
Really?
Yes.
To Mr. Shea?
Yes.
What's the name?
Reweda Iro Abib.
Huh?
Reweda Iro Abib Lai.
Yeah, okay, I will check it. Though I've graded almost all, if they are just new ones, I will check it and do so.
Thanks, sir.
You people should be going though.
We want to stay.
I will move all of you. See, if you did not go, there is no way this recording will be able to get to you.
Okay. I'm leaving now.
Hey, Kola Oluwatosin, bye-bye. Come on, be going. Lois, come on, be going.
Good night, sir.
Yeah, good night. Come on, be going. Okay, Chuku, come on, be going though. Lois, come on, be going. Don't worry, I will remove you now. It's me that will later remove you. You don't want to go. Where is the Kechuku again? Let me see, I've left.